Hello, welcome to Zacchettissimo. I'm Andy and I got the flu, so excuse my voice. Today I'm doing my coloring confession tag. I was tagged by Lauren from Lauren Reed Color, and the tag was created by Shelly from Shell's Coloring Journey. I will tag them in the description, and I will also tag 3 persons that I would like for them to do the video and to see what books they have. So this tag includes 23 questions or chapters, let's say, and oh my god, I'm losing my thoughts. Sorry about that. Yeah, I will go through the questions and show you what book I have in that category, but before that I wanted to show you a trick. So can you see my nail there? That's Jack Skellington, and I did a lot of alcohol markers in the past days, and I wanted to show you a trick how you can remove the pigment from alcohol markers. You just take a blender and you just go on the pigment and you just rub it in, but I will leave him like that because he looks creepy and I like that. Okay, let's go through the questions. So the first one is the oldest book in my collection. So the oldest book I have, it's this one. It's The Magical Jungle from Joanna Basford, and I did color a lot in my early days in this one. I know for this cover I used the Faber-Castell pit pens. Here I was experimenting with a lot of Faber-Castell soft pastels in the background, and for the leaves I think I was using the Faber-Castell Eco pencils, not the Polychromos, the cheaper version of it. And yeah, I have quite a few colors, quite a few pages colored in this one. Here again with the Faber-Castell Eco ones. Here I also started doing color palettes, and I was using Faber-Castell pit pens. I absolutely loved those ones. I had the 60 set. I still have that set. It's amazing. They are water-based markers, and they are still fine. They're not dried up, so I'm very pleasant to still use them. And yeah, I have a lot of pages in this one also with pencil, but I also used this one isn't easy. It's not even fixed. I'm still getting soft pastel out of this book. Here I had the jelly rolls. I was using them in this page, but I didn't fix this one, so it migrated to the other page. Here I was comparing. I bought the Polychromos and I used the Polychromos on this side, and here I have the Marco Raffin pencils, and I was so ecstatic to see this difference of pigment on the pages. And I think that's it. I have something recent. I have this one, which I think it was my first video of the channel, where I colored with just a few pencils on this page. And I have this one, which I know I used the Star Joy pencils and also used some distress ink in the background. I don't really love it how it ended up. It's really crowded and I don't really like it right now, but I was very proud of it in that moment. And I think, yeah, that's it. Great. Next is my newest book. My newest book is a totally random book, just because I had a card where sometimes from work I receive some points, and I had enough points to buy a book, and at the end of the year those points will expire. So I did end up buying this book, To the Ends of the Earth and Back Again, illustrated by Good Wives and Warriors. This book was not on my list, but I really wanted to use those points so they won't expire on me. And this book is just a... oh, sorry, the book is hitting the markers. So this book is very, very long. It opens like this. And I will just show it to you like this. So yeah, I love that the background is already colored and it's going through white to light blue to a darker blue and so on. And I feel like the illustrations are very intricate, like it's Good Vibes and Warriors, and I love that illustrator, and especially the animals are looking great. And I don't know if I will color in this one, but the paper is amazing and I think it would be a great project to do. But now I'm seeing that the pages are single-sided, so maybe I can do this one in alcohol markers, because there aren't a lot of pages. This is the end of the book, so this was the book. There aren't a lot of pages and I would like to see this coloring book colored, because the illustrations are so intricate and a lot is happening in the pages, so I would like to see it colored. Maybe I can use alcohol markers in this one. I think it would look great. Okay. The third question is, they're not even questions, they're chapters. I have the flu brain. My most colorful page I've completed. I don't know if it's the most colorful, but it's the most colorful that I'm proud of. It's this one in Boule de Pois by Diane Dufour, and I absolutely love the background, and I'm really proud of the background because it's so out of my comfort zone. And I did it all in pencil with Black Widow. And yeah, I really thought that it was a smart idea with the background, because I started with the background and then I also added the yellow light on the I wanted to say raccoons. I added the yellow light on the red pandas, and I really loved how the yellow light looked on the red pandas, and also the background, because it's so colorful and somehow neon-y. And yeah, I really like this page. I have a lot of pages colored in this book. It's one of my project books. I use only Black Widows in this book, and I do plan on completing this book someday, but I am enjoying each page that I do in this book because the illustrations are absolutely gorgeous, and I love Diane Dufour's style on illustrating. And this one is the last one. Okay. The next is most relaxing book to color in. At the moment, I'm really enjoying, not really a book, but I am enjoying R.J. Hampson's illustrations. So in just 2 days, I completed 5 pages. So I don't have a book for this chapter. I have 5 books because I'm really enjoying coloring in his books. I don't know if I'm the only one that was living under a rock, but I didn't know that R.J. Hampson had a YouTube channel where he colors his pages, and I find it absolutely amazing that he colors his pages so pretty, so nice, with so it's just amazing. I just felt so inspired. I just went and binge watched his videos on coloring his pages, and I felt so inspired. So yeah, I started coloring in his books, and I adopted his technique where I use a lot of alcohol markers and try to shade with alcohol markers and just add a minimum shading, minimum detail with pencils, with polychromos I used, and some acrylic markers here and there just for the glowy details and such. And I just enjoyed it so much that I colored this one from Pirates. I colored this one from A Frog's Tale, and the illustrations are just perfect for alcohol markers. I just love them. I just couldn't stop. This one from Night Garden, I think this one is the latest, or did I not color in this one? Oh yeah, This one from Night Garden. This one was a fast one. I just did soft pastel background with a template, and the rest is just alcohol markers with a minimum shading with the pencils. This one from Forest Song. This one I did just last night. I have another one marked here. Again, alcohol markers, minimum shading of polychromos on top, just some accents, like I have some, not Wing of Stella, or is it Wing of Stella? Yeah, it's Wing of Stella, on the bee's wings, and I have distressing in the background with the template, and some details with acrylic markers just to have fun. At the end of the page I also added some glittery bits on here. And this one from Lost and Found, this one I finished today. And it's this one, again, alcohol markers, minimum shading of polychromos, and distressing with the stencil on the background. And I found something interesting here. I did the leaves, I just block colored them, but then I wanted some texture on the leaves, and I just took a blender marker and just did these details on the leaves. So it just lifted the pigment but also gave me some texture. Be careful if you use this technique because it bleeds a lot. I had like 2 pages in between, and when I did this technique for the leaves it bleeded through 2 pages and to the next one, so be careful on that. Okay. So this was my most relaxing coloring book to color in. So it wasn't a book, it was an entire illustrator. Okay, the next one, I'm losing breath, sorry. The most detailed / challenging book. For the moment I find dark fairy tales very challenging and very detailed because I absolutely love this illustrator. I mean, it's Kirby Rosanes, and I feel like dark fairy tales is an upgrade to his style. I absolutely love all of the pages. I would color them all. And I do want to start coloring in this book because I absolutely adore it. It's fairy tales, you know I like fairy tales, but it's also on the dark side of the fairy tales, so that's a bonus for me. And yeah, I would love to start coloring in it, but it's just I find it difficult to pick a page because I do want to be in the mood in coloring this book because I want to do it justice because it's that amazing for me. And yeah, quite frankly, at the moment it's a bit intimidating for me, but yes, I do want to color in this one. The next one is the most unique art style. Recently I found Amandine Young, and her style, it's just right up my alley. I just adore. If you didn't see my video, I bound this book. I printed and bound it with this thing, and also did the cover, and I also have a back protector, and I have a video on how I've done this. I have all of her books and I did the same thing on all of her books, and it was just a pleasant not experiment, but also an experiment because it was the first time I was doing it. So if you want to see this technique, I'll leave the link to this video. So yeah, the cover is holographic and I absolutely love her. It's a sticker that I sticked on the page for the cover. Okay, so why it's the most unique art style? Well, look at these girls. I just love the way the lines are so wiggly, and they are not grayscale, but they do have instructions on where the shading should be. And I just love her style. The girls look amazing. She has other books, especially the ones from the fairy tales, but I find that this is the my favorite is Cinderella, but after Cinderella it's this one with the characters. I didn't start coloring in this one, but I do plan to color a lot in this one because the girls just look amazing and I love her style, and I would recognize her style out of 1,000 illustrators. I love the artists that have a specific style that you can recognize their characters or their illustrations without having their name displayed. So yeah, I just found that she has a really unique style and I just love her style. It's so whimsical, magical. She has a lot of sphinx and I just love that. You know me, I have 4 cats and one of them is a sphinx, so I do enjoy seeing cats. And yeah, I just really think they look amazing. And here in the back you have the mini versions of the pages with names. And yeah, I love her books, I love her style. And I think it's very, very unique. Next we have a book you've colored in the most colored book in my collection, except for the ones that I've finished, is Metamorphia. So Metamorphia was one of my first, I think, 5 coloring books. So I did color a lot in this one because this was the first book that was a bit different from what I had. So I started with Joanna Basford and some mandala coloring books, and this one was just different. And I did color a lot in this one. This one I did with Neocolor 2 activated. I played a lot with the Neocolor 2s in this book because I found that I was coloring faster with Neocolor 2. I wanted for an eternity to color this page. This one is so... I need to mark this one to remind myself that I wanted to color this one for such a long time. This one I did also with Neocolors, and I didn't even bother with shading with pencil. I just did Neocolors and that's it. I added some Posca to the wings, and we have Galaxy all around. We have this one. I think this was the first page that I colored in polychromos, and I was so afraid. I was doing a lot of layers and it doesn't even look shaded. But yeah, it's the first page that I've done with polychromos. And on the background it's soft pastels. I really loved this book. I think this one determined my style. This one I love as well. Here we have, I tested with some watercolors, and the page, oh my god, it was so wrinkly, but it just straightens up in time if the book is closed. This one I've done with Prismacolor, and oh my god, I did a lot of stuff on this dragon, the fire dragon, because I didn't love how he was looking. Then I added these black lines to further emphasize the details on the dragon, but I've done worse. And I also added some red glitter on the background, and yeah, I don't really like how this one ended up. I feel like I should have left the illustration as such and don't add the black lines on the details, but this one looks okay. The red glitter does look great on the background. I should use that more. What do we have next? This one is with Prismacolor. I think it was the first time that I've done a background with Prismacolor, and oh my god, it took so long for me to do this background. And I did want to play with the light from the rose, and yeah, it took a very long time, this one. This is, I don't know if this is Prismacolor or Marco Renoir. Maybe it's Marco Renoir, I don't remember. It's an old one. This one again with the Neocolor 2s, but I feel like I was starting to exaggerate with the pressure that I was using for the Neocolor 2. They were like so intense that I barely activated them. So it's a really thick layer of Neocolor tools on this double spread. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Next we have book you love but haven't colored in yet. It's this one. I recently found this book and the art style is just amazing. I absolutely love this one. Just ended up in my top 10 coloring books, and I just randomly found it on Amazon through the recommended items. And it's an amazing book with witches, with cats, and a lot of magical stuff. Look at this, look at this. And the illustrations, the characters are illustrated in such a cute way, similar to Ghibli Studio or Studio Ghibli. You know what I mean. Look at this. They're illustrated so cute. I absolutely love this one. I would love to see this one colored back to back. And the paper is amazing. It's the perfect paper. Perfect paper. If this book was just one-sided, it would have been the perfect book. But I'm okay with as is. Okay, next we have book you would save in a fire. Sentimental favorite. My most sentimental book is Sagorok Sagnar, because I craved this book. This book, you know, it wasn't available for a few years, and I bought it second hand, and it was in pristine condition. And I will cherish it for life, even though we have now a new version of this coloring book. I will cherish this one forever. You know the book. And I didn't color in this one except for the last page, the one with the Santa, and I did this one with Derwent Drawing. In that moment I had only the 24 set and some distressing in the background. But yeah, I absolutely love this book, the cover, the colors, the everything. And I do have also the newer version. Book with the best paper quality. I would say it's Karolina Kubikowska. These books that look like this, it's Magic Hour, and I think she also has Imaginary Friends in this format. And oh my god, the paper is just cardstock, and it takes absolutely everything. Here I used ink tens on this page. I do have a few pages colored in it, but it's really hard to navigate through them. Here I used a base of Ohuhu markers and shaded with Black Widow. Here I just used some watercolors. I just played around, didn't really intend on doing a masterpiece, so I just played with some watercolors, and the page is intact. It is a bit wrinkly, but it took the water great. And the best thing is that the paper is really smooth, and it doesn't absorb the water, like it doesn't leave streaks if you're careful. So yeah, I really love this kind of paper. Let me see if we have anything else here. But I don't think so. Yeah, that's all in this one. Amazing quality paper and a lot of pages to color. Next we have favorite grayscale coloring book. I do have a lot of grayscale coloring books. I do enjoy coloring in them, but I think my favorite is Deria Sakirsoi, just because her illustrations are so cute, and You can just, I don't know how to say, change your coloring style in her books, because she does such a detailed grayscale. As much as you can just add the markers, use alcohol markers and add a base of them, and the illustrations look amazing. And I did do a page in this one. I don't remember if I based it. I don't think so. No, it's not based. I just colored it, I think either with luminance or starjoy, I don't remember. And I really enjoyed how she was looking, especially how the grayscale of the face, you can see the features better, and how she wants to emphasize some features on the face. So you can just let yourself guided by those features, and I think the illustration looked amazing at the end. And also for the background, a lot of stuff happening, also grayscaled. See, so yeah, you can learn to shade better in her illustrations, and they are also very fun. Yeah, I've done only that one. Next we have book that intimidates you. Currently I'm thinking about this one, the Manga Mania, just because, and it intimidates me because I love it. I want to color in it, but I mean, all of the pages are so detailed and they have a lot happening in the background. It's also inspiring because you can do a lot of things in this book, but also intimidating because you don't really have a lot of guidelines for shadows and stuff like that, and I think that's what intimidates me, but also the level of detail in the background. But yeah, I'm thinking of this one when I'm thinking of intimidating books. I do have another video with all of my intimidating books, but yeah, I'm thinking about this one now. Okay, next, where was I? A book you want to finish one day. So the other day I was looking through my coloring books and I just saw this one, which is currently out of print. Unfortunately, you cannot find this book anywhere. And I was just looking through it and I imagined that this one would work great with either Inktense or a watercolor pencil like Derwent watercolor or Museum aquarelle or something like that. But maybe Inktense would work better, just because it has a lot of texture and I think it would look great. I would just love to see this book colored completely. You know, it's the book where the lady dreams, and in her dream she loses her cat and she's just searching for her cat, and all of the pages are double spreads, and in all of the pages you need to find the kitty and she's always hidden somewhere in the background. And it's just a fun book where you also go through the seasons somehow, and you have a lot of detail and a lot of opportunities to experiment with a lot of textures. So yeah, I would love to see this one colored. Next we have the best book for practicing new techniques. I didn't practice any technique in this book, but I would love to use this book as a practicing for new coloring technique because it just inspires me. When I look into this book, I see a lot of opportunities for effects. Like here you can have stained glass, but also you can use a marble effect on the stairs. Maybe color in a stone effect these columns, and you have a lot. Here you have the sky. Yeah, you have a lot of effects that you can do in this book. Here you have a cave, you have a light source, maybe the cave is darker on the back. Here you have a lot of trees, you can do the texture of the leaves in the trees. And yeah, you get my point. So yeah, I really see fire I really see a lot of potential for experiments in this book. And yeah, it's a really nice book. I found this book on Colored by Maya's channel, and I absolutely adore it. Next we have most affordable but great quality book. I just took one by example. You can find on AliExpress or Temu a lot of affordable coloring books such as this one. This one is from a collection. I think there are 6 books in this collection. They are pocket-sized books, and they are like Chinese illustrations. They are from Dada Cat, and most of these ones are with characters like girls, boys, whatever, but this one is with monsters. The title is so it's Dada Cat. The title is Shanghai Jing, the mythical creatures, cute illustration, coloring collection. So yeah, this one is with some creatures and they are so cute. The paper is amazing. It's really thick, and it's pocket size, and I feel like these kind of coloring books are so relaxing. You have some cute monsters here and there that you can color, but you also have the ones with the characters. I think I showed you in other videos that one, so I just wanted to show you other coloring books, not to show you the same old coloring books from my collection. And yeah, I think they're adorable. They're super affordable. The paper is amazing. And yeah, you can find them on AliExpress and Temu. Everybody knows these books. Next we have book you recommend to beginners. To be honest, I would have said Joanna Basford because she's the OG of starting your coloring journey, but I was thinking further and then I thought of Camila Derico. And I absolutely love this book, and I feel like it's so easy to color in this one. I don't know, it doesn't intimidate me when I look into the illustrations, because either way, however style you approach on coloring the illustrations, they will just look amazing. Anything you do to these books, they will look amazing. This one I've done with black widows and distressing in the background. And these ones I completed in my in the beginning of my coloring journey. This one, I think I was experimenting with those pencils that were popular a few years back. They were called Zena colors, something like that. Zena colors. And in the background I have some distress ink. Here I used a black widow with distress ink and a stencil in the background. And I think that's all. So yeah, I would recommend this one. Oh, and this one also with black widow and distress ink in the background with the stencil. I really love these illustrations. Trust me, however you color them, they will look amazing, just because they are semi grayscaled, they're in a sketchy style, and they will look great either way, trust me. Next we have book that sparks your creativity. It's this one, Sorceries by Aurélie Castex, and every time I look into this book, I don't know you, but I just love a witchy book with magic and autumn vibes. And every time I look into this book, I feel so inspired and I want to use everything in this book. But I love it so much that I want to be consistent within the book and want to pick a specific medium to use in the entire book. But I'm just looking in it and I feel so inspired to use absolutely everything in this book, and you have a lot of opportunities with stuff to color and effects to try out. You also have a page where you have some cocktails, some creepy cocktails. This one, oh my god, I absolutely love this page. I've been dying to do this page. So yeah, this one really inspires me to use my creative brain and do some effects in this book, but I just want to be consistent with it and establish a medium for this book firstly, and then start to color in it, because I don't want to throw everything in the book. I don't want to make it a testing techniques book. So yeah. What do we have next? Most nostalgic or childhood inspired book. So I'm a 90s kid, so for me it's Nickelodeon Splat. And I didn't color anything in this book, but I did purchase some Crayola crayons, which I intend on using in this book, because I did have a similar coloring book when I was young, and I did use the Crayola crayons. So yeah, I do intend on using them in this one. And yeah, it's a very nostalgic coloring book. Yeah, paper is great, illustrations are cute. Look at that. I just love this page. Okay. Next we have book with the most variety in pages. I would pick this one, The Mighty Nine from Critical Role, and most of the pages are like characters with a background, but in that background you have a lot of stuff happening and you do have a lot of characters, and I just love how the characters are illustrated. And they are so different. I mean, sometimes you have like a simple background with some characters, but sometimes you have an entire stage of things, a room with a lot of details. Some pages like this one that are really intricate with a lot of details. So yeah, I feel like you have a lot of variety in this coloring book, as well for the characters, but also for the backgrounds that are presented behind the characters. So yeah, it's a really creative book, I might say, because you have quite everything. Yeah. Okay. Next we have a seasonal favorite coloring book. At the moment I'm thinking about Hidden Seasons, but I picked out the latest one, not the old version. I don't know why, because in the old version I had quite a lot of pages completed, but I did wanted to show you this page that I've done in this book. And I also have a video on this one on my channel. I used the Marco Tribute pencils and some distress ink on the background. And yeah, it's Rita Berman. What's not to like about this coloring book? You go through the seasons and you have illustrations for any of the moods that you go through the whole year. And yeah, don't have much to say about this book other than it's just amazing. Quality of the paper is amazing, illustrations are so nice. You have from the newer illustrations, but also from the older nostalgic ones, so you have a compilation of everything. And it's also going through the seasons, so for me that means bonus points. Next we have most whimsical or fun book. I would say it's this one. It's Harry Potter, the official Sweet and Treats coloring book, and this one is from Marina Kostiuszko. I did a video with this coloring book and another one that I found on her Etsy. And yes, I absolutely love this illustration. Just look at the way she illustrates these sweets and these entire scenes. everything is so magical, and I can just taste the sweets just by looking at them. They're so whimsical, and everything is magic, and everything is so, the lines are so squiggly, and yeah, it's just very pleasant to look at them. And the paper is very good. It's not Amazon printed. It's a very good paper, and you can find it on Amazon. Yeah. Next we have most realistic or nature inspired book, and this one crossed my mind, the Colored Countryside coloring book, and it's by Jackie Lou Pareja, and the illustrations are so gorgeous. Like, these nature illustrations are just amazing, not to mention the paper is of great quality, and it's single-sided, so you can use alcohol markers, you can use anything your heart desires on these pages. And I just feel like the illustrations are so realistic, like especially the landscapes, the nature ones, but also the architecture of the buildings look absolutely amazing. And I do have a page in here that I've been dying to color, and it's the one with the girl and the apples. Let me go. I need to blow my nose, so I'm going quite fast because I have just another coloring book except for this one to show you. Where is it? I found it finally. What the fuck? Sorry, I found it. Oh my god, I think that the pages were glued. I just went through the whole book like 5 times. I also blew my nose. Yeah, so I found it. I was talking about this particular page. I would love to do that, but I didn't have the time so far. But I did wanted to show you this particular page. And yes, the illustrations in this book are just amazing for the realistic and nature inspired section, but also for the architecture of the buildings. And it's just an amazing book on amazing paper. And look at the scene with all the leaves that are flowing. Such a cool book. Yeah. Okay, and next, it's the last book we have, and it's the book you have ignored the longest, Uncolored. And it's this one, Terry Pratchett Discworld coloring book by Paul Kidby, and it's the most amazing book ever. Look at it, it's just gorgeous. I don't know why I colored in this one. I think this was in my first, let's say, 10 books maybe. I found this one in a Romanian library and I bought it, and it's just adorable. It has adorable illustrations, and it has some illustrations with a cat. I didn't see this TV show or cartoon. I understand that it is a TV show or a cartoon. I will research and maybe look at it, but I feel like the characters are so cute and funny. And there's also a cat, not this one, I think it's another one. It's a much more evil looking cat, this one. Look at it. And I think it's so funny. I don't know why I didn't color in this one so far, but I do want to color in it. So yeah, this was my most ignored coloring book. I don't know why I didn't color in this one. And yeah, in the back you can have some examples on the pages in a colored version. So yeah, that's all for me today. Thank you, Lauren, for the tag. I will tag other 3 channels that I would like to see them do this challenge. And yeah, thank you for supporting my flu voice. And I was thinking about if I should post, if I shouldn't post, and I said, yeah, let's post. If they don't like my voice, they can just close my video. So yeah, thank you for supporting me and for watching this video. Other than that, please take care and avoid the flu so you don't end up like me, and have a great day. See ya. Take care.